ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
IG88, IG88.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Deluxe Maestro. If you're trying to pick up your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And we have a new segment here on the channel called Why Give a Shart, and I give a shart because I love this body mold. On the repaints, I don't feel like doing the Give a Shart segment so much, but anyway, you can see it says Maestro right there with that awesome blocky Hulk text on the side right there. You can see the Maestro Hulk on the back. There he is again, beautiful image. Love that artwork. There's the read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's Maestro again on this side, and then you get a Hulk fist bump right over there, spot varnished on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Maestro out of the packaging, not looking too bad so far, even though I will have things that I will discuss that I don't like, as well as the things that I do like. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. Not too many accessories over here for Maestro. You get the fisted hands and the wide open hands, no crazy paint detail or anything like that to talk about. One thing worth mentioning though is that when you swap the hands, you will have the experience of these bracelets coming off. Fortunately, they do have letters indicating which side they're supposed to go on. So I find the bio of Maestro to be extremely confusing. The character was originally created in 1992, and his history has been revamped several times, and there are multiples because Maestro takes place, or he's from the future, and it's after a huge nuclear fallout, and he's a super powered Hulk with the consciousness of Bruce Banner, right? Or it's a malicious kind of super smart Hulk, and he's even stronger than regular Hulk, so he's a pretty tough guy, pretty brutal, and this particular version is the same that we'd seen in Old Man Logan. There's like a bunch of different versions, but there is the Peter David Maestro comic, and that's what this particular Maestro Hulk is based off of. I love the dark paint around the eyes. The eyes themselves look pretty good, pretty tricky to see, but man, they look scary as hell. Nice wrinkles right there. Nice paint detail with the hair too. It looks like there's a subtle cream colored wash over the white here, so that's really neat to see. I'm very pleased with that. And he also has this big old necklace right over here with this cast iron kind of detail in it. So I like that. Nice looking gold plastic. See it a little better if I have him looking up like that. So yeah, that is very cool. And there's not a whole lot to say about the rest of the figure, to be honest with you. It has some really nice dark green paint detail that I really appreciate. Gets a little spotty right around here, but you can see how that looks just really dope over this nice green plastic. So I really do like that. And then these bands right here, I called them bracelets earlier, but they have their own little battle damage to them. You can see little nicks and stuff like that. So little bits of detail in there that I think is very cool. Same thing on this side, a little bit of a marbling line right there, but yeah, I like that it has battle damage. I also like that the back has some paint on it. A little bit weird that you don't see paint so much right over here, but yeah, the back looks pretty good. The hinge color is a little off. Anyway, this is the part that is the most inaccurate that everybody's going to complain about, and I feel like Hasbro was a little clever in not showing comic images of Maestro from the thighs down, because he's supposed to have boots, like full-on pants and boots, and yeah, they just kept the legs the same right over here. So it would have been nice if they had changed this out, you know, especially because the rest of it's all reused stuff, but you can see Hulk toes right over here, no paint detail or anything like that, and you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. In a moment, I'll compare this figure to many other Hulk figures, so the articulation is the same. You know, the hinges don't get hindered by these bracelets or these bands over here or anything. The head will still look up just that much and down a little bit side to side. The necklace does get in the way a little bit. He does have good head pivoting right over here, so it's on the same ball joint. Now, measuring out this Maestro figure, you can see that he is standing at around the 8.5 inch mark. For a Maestro figure comparison, you can see that we have the Toy Biz Maestro Hulk right here next to our Hasbro version, and this is the 1992 version. This is actually broken. I think this was given given to me by my friend Chu. Thank you again, Chu. And Sean Long did not actually break it. It was already broken. It was just like that for the documentary part 4. I added a sound effect. I wanted to see if this crown would fit on this figure though. And it does kind of sit on there. Like if you really wanted it to be on there forever or stay on there really well, you'd have to cut some plastic off of this. But you know, it kind of rests on there. It doesn't look the worst. It does that looks horrible. What am I talking about? Then for a Green Hulk comparison, you can see we have the STCC exclusive Hulk, and then we have the original 80 years 2-pack Hulk right here. And I love that all the greens here are just slightly different from each other. Now this one really stands out as far as being extremely different, but I did want to see, I just wanted to see how this this does not look right. The green does not match, but I wanted to see how this head sculpt would look on this body without, you know, the necklace and the bands and everything. Looks a little bit weird. Yeah, that head color. Yeah, that looks awful too. Yeah, so it's just not matching up really well. And I wanted to show off Maestro here without any of his jewelry, and it's still a really cool looking figure. And there's the Maestro head on the 80 years Hulk body. And then here it is on the STCC body. So yeah, you just see all the different options right there. And then I had to throw in the red Hulk and the gray Hulk right over here just so we could see all of our current Hulks with this body mold. I love the body mold. It looks great. And then here's Maestro next to a couple Old Man Logan figures. But we have the Hasbro Marvel Legends 2-pack Hawkeye, and I wanted to show off the 112 collective Old Man Logan. Thanks so much, Devil's Due. Then here's Maestro next to the Marvel Legends God King Doom. And is it right that Maestro killed this Doom right here? Let me know if you remember from the books. I remember reading it. I just don't remember that happening, but very well could have happened. It sounds like it happened. I think it could have happened, right? Did it? Let me know. And then here's Maestro next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. I think you can help me out. I want to go back to the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you know when my next video gets posted. And a big thank you to all these people over here that support this content via the Tron End membership. Anyway, this figure right here is awesome. I really do like, well, it's not that awesome. It's cool. It's not awesome. I get excited sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I really like how the paint apps look. It stands out as a really nice looking Hulk figure, but it is missing the legs and the boots. You know, it needs the right pants, so that's, you know, a bit messed up. And I don't really have any other problem with the figure aside from that. You know, I wasn't expecting a whole ton from this. It's mostly a repaint with a couple of added details to it, new head sculpt and jewelry and everything, but it is lacking some of the details. I like the figure. It looks dope, but not for everybody, and I could understand how it's a pass for a lot of people, but if you're really connected to the character, I could totally understand why you'd want to pick it up. And at the price point of around $35, I think that's how much, yeah, about $35, I'm going to give this Maestro a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I think I might give it a higher SUD rating if I was a little bit more connected to the character, but then if I was a little bit more connected to the character, maybe more bummed out about the lack of boots on the figure and the inaccuracies. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.